Good morning. Let me please first start on a lighter note, mentioning that today is the 20th anniversary of the German reunification, and I'm happy to have you all with me today, sort of celebrating this very important day in German, but not only in German, but in European history. But coming back to what's going on in Afghanistan, I'd first like to start with a brief operational overview of the past month. In September, partnered Afghan coalition security forces continued to put pressure on insurgents with the capturing or killing of more than 105 insurgent leadership figures. These include shadow governors, leaders, sub-leaders and weapons facilitators from the Taliban, from Al-Qaeda and Haqqani networks. Of particular interest, ISAF confirmed the death of Abdallah Umar al-Quraishi, a senior Al-Qaeda leader who led a group of Arab fighters in Kunar and Nuristan provinces. Coalition forces tracked al-Quraishi to a remote compound in the Korangal Valley. Upon verifying his location and careful planning to help reduce the collateral damage, coalition forces destroyed the compound with a precision airstrike. Al-Quraishi's death will significantly degrade regional Al-Qaeda activity. This brings me to Dragon Strike, one of many operations tied to Hamkari Barai, Kandahar. This partnered operation, with more Afghan than coalition forces, is aimed at clearing insurgent safe havens in the Jarai and Panjwai districts of Kandahar province. On Tuesday, Afghan commandos and coalition forces defeated an insurgent attack while clearing an area of Jarai district. While multiple insurgents departed the area upon the team's arrival, some choose to stay and fight using machine gun and small arms fire. The combined force called in close air support on the insurgent firing positions, killing the combatants with no reported collateral damage. Elsewhere in the Argendab district of Kandahar province, a coalition patrol discovered more than 1,100 kilograms of ammonium nitrate on Thursday. More than 50 improvised explosive devices could have been made from this material. As our partnered operations continue to succeed throughout Afghanistan, they enable development projects which improve quality of life and economic activity. For example, Afghan officials and international partners are working to improve the supply of electricity to Kandahar city. The first of two 10-megawatt power plants is scheduled to be operational by December and is expected to provide power to up to 15,000 homes. Governor Visa stated that he intends to use the power to expand essential services and create jobs. The governor is planning a business exposition later this year to attract commercial ventures. We are also pleased by the positive steps taken by Afghan forces who continue to develop ahead of schedule. Afghan National Security Forces recruitment continues to exceed monthly goals. Today, the Afghan National Army has more than 134,000 soldiers, and the Afghan National Police have more than 109,000 police officers. We know the challenge is not just building the size of Afghan forces. Our focus is on building the capability, the quality of those forces as well. As Afghan forces continue to grow, they partner with coalition forces to defend Afghan civilians and put increasing pressure on insurgent networks who continually find themselves further driven from territory they once considered safe. Lastly, I'd like to draw your attention to a press release which we have put out this morning only on civilian casualties caused by the insurgency and their hypocrisy. Don't miss to pick up a copy of this press release right after the press conference. Thank you very much, and now I'd be happy to take your questions. Well, let me say first of all, this is obviously a inner Afghan political issue. ISAF is definitely not going to comment on the outcome of the parliamentary elections as of the 18th of September. It would be, by the way, actually speculation on this issue. I can't predict, and I won't comment on this issue. The only thing I can tell you is that your president announced on the occasion of his inauguration on the 19th of November last year that he wants to make happen the transition of security, of the responsibility for security in this country by the end of 2014.